guys, welcome to another episode of Snips Happen with Tara. Today I am here to finish up the final part of my first collab video with Scrapbooking with me using the Cozy Libraries collection made by Melinda. We are going to put tabs on the pages. We are going to put the closure on and whatever else I think that it may need. She's pretty hefty. I did add tags, and I did add some journaling cards that I made out of some masterboards with like the extra stuff. So I have all that in there. Right now, maybe I should move those out of the way. Right now, I just have some fabric that's been written on with, like, it's already been done, like stamped. It looks like library fabric. I like to take this when I can find my scissors. See, like here at Snips Happen, we lose our scissors, but that's normal. And then I will put you where I can see you, and then I will cut along here like this. I don't know if you've ever known, I have a video on my channel on how to do this. I've done this before. Sorry about that. I didn't realize I was going to need my bone folder. I had double-sided sticky tape. Oh, well, you know, Tara, you might want to take that part off because you don't need that part of the sticky. And then throw that away. And then I'm just going to eyeball it, because I don't like to measure. Cut it in half. And then I'm going to open this up like this. Oh yes, I made that little gem. I love that little gem with the sleeping fox in the chair, and it's just a journaling card. And then I'm just going to find me a page that, you know, I think needs a little something. Alright, right here. This one needs it. Sometimes this might give you a little issue trying to pull it off, and you might need a pokey tool or something to pull it off. I'm hoping this doesn't. I'm really hoping it doesn't. If it does, I will go put these on and then come back and show you where I put them, because I'm not going to waste your time with you watching me try to struggle with this. And it's going to. Alright, I'm going to go for a few minutes, put these on, and then I will be right back. Okay, we got our washi strips on the pages, well, our washi tabs on both sides. Now we have to decide if we need to add anything. I have some extra pages here. I think I'm going to make one of Miss E's favorite, or one of my favorite pockets that Miss E makes, to add inside each side of the cover. Here I am throwing my brads around that go to my labels. I love making these that Miss E makes, so I'm going to make them for inside each one of my covers. I'm just moving my brads. They yes, they're white on that side, I know, but I will show you how we're going to fix it. They are, you got to fold at 3.5 on the one side. Where's my pen? I don't have a pen, but I have a pencil, so that'll work. So I just go down here like this, as long as you can see me in frame. 3.5 here. So I go like this. I mark it right here. And then I just keep my paper like this on this side. I look for where my little dash is, which is right there. And I fold it like that. Give it a good crease. And then I fold it over like this. This page is not going to work at 3.5. So we're going to have to go a little smaller. Why don't we go at, well, first of all, I didn't do that right. No, sir. I did not do that right. So there's 3 there. 3.5 is right there. Read your ruler, dodo bird. You need to, in order for it to work, you have to properly read your ruler. And I did not properly read my ruler. So let's see if it works this way. You have a clear ruler, Tara. How can you not read your ruler? Make sure everything squares up. It might not if you don't cut your paper right, because I can't cut square if my life depends on it. That either, so you have that problem. Now maybe it might work because you measured it the right way. And on this side, I just take my ruler right up to where that line is. Well, right here to 3, because this side has to be 3 inches. And I just slide it up a little bit. Mark it right here at 3 inches. And then I fold this in just like this. Hopefully this is square. If it's not, you know, we can always make it square. So then this folds over and this goes like this. Or you can have this side on this side. I kind of like the books, so I'm gonna have the books on the top. And then this folds like so. Like this. And then this folds like this. You can cut it down if you don't want it, but I like it like that. So I'm going to do it like this. But you have all that white at the top, and what are you going to do about all that white at the top, Tara? Huh. Well, funny that you shall ask. I have a book. And this is a book. This is a book journal. This is how we're going to fix it. We're not going to read any of the words on it because we don't know if it's naughty words or not. Yeah, we're not going to read any of the words because we don't know if it's naughty words. Yeah, that's a given. We're not going to read any of the words because we don't know if it's naughty words, and we didn't rip it big enough. Oh, Tara. These people are going to be mad at you because what are you going to do about all that white on there, Tara? I'm fixing it. Well, you should have just printed it double-sided, and then you wouldn't have to worry about all the putting book page back there. But then I wouldn't be able to use stuff from my stash. See, you can't even see the book page, really. But we covered up the white so that people don't get upset because there's white back there. And then we have this. But I kind of want it like this way because I like it this way better. Yeah, I do like it like that better. I'm sorry, I just like the books better. So let's get this little piece off of here because you know it'll infringe on my fold. So we gotta. Sorry, you can't see me. I'm on my the desk part. You can't see. Hold on, I'll bring it back up here so you can see. We cut this little piece off, and then we're gonna glue this here so that we cover up the white. You can't see the white. I never print double-sided ever because I don't know what I'm gonna use the paper for. If I need more paper, and look at that, I left white. So now I gotta pull it up to the top. But I left white. First of all, I never know what I'm using the paper for. And if I need it double-sided, you know what you do for double-sided? You glue 2 pieces of paper together. It makes it stronger. I learned that from Miss E, you know. Double-sided, print on one side, and if you need a double-sided, just reinforce it. Use your scraps. Use your papers. Use the things. We got them. Use them. So then I'm going to take this and I'm going to glue this bottom right here like this. Over like that. And then I'm going to bring this one over like this and I'm going to put glue like so. And then I'm going to put glue like so. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it like this. And look at what we have. We have a pretty pocket with books on it. With books on it. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, it's pretty. Now I'm looking for... I think I have cut some tabs out. I have so much... Oh, we could put a critter on there. Yes, we can. We got critters. We can put critters on there. These are the fall freebie critters. I love these critters. I love them. Where's my favorite one? Right here's my favorite one. The moose is my favorite. The moose. He's with the books. The moose. We gotta put the moose on there. Yeah. We gotta put the moose on there. But we could put him right here. Yeah, and he calls up the pumpkin. Yep. We can put him right there. We're gonna put him on there. Should we put some mushrooms behind him? Because we got some mushrooms here, some blue mushrooms. Listen, I like to be silly. I do. I like to be silly. If you haven't realized that I like to be silly, and I like the critters, this is not the place for you. Let's put this down here like this. Then we can put the little critter, little mushroom on there. And then we can put the little critter on there to cover up that mushroom. Like that. I'm having a whole conversation with myself with this. But I am having a conversation to my camera anyway, so... Oh, nope. We can't have that last line on there. I see naughty words. So we gotta get rid of those naughty words. Should we put, no, we put this like this. Just like that. I like that. That's how that's gonna be. Oh, that can't go. Do we need any lace? Is the question. I think we do. And I think that looks good just like that. What do you think? What do my friends think? Yeah, I think that's good. Let's put these away before we get them all over the place. I was looking for a tab actually. Oh, there's my tabs. I found my tabs too. So we can put a tab on there. I won't. This one will work to put up here. Just like that. To put in the front cover. Alright. Alrighty, now we just gotta glue her. Glue her down. After we do this, we will do the tab for the front cover, and I will say this will be complete because it's a chunky monkey. But if I make anything to add to it, I will just post on my Instagram, so make sure you follow me on my Instagram so that you can see all the fun things that I post over on my Instagram, because sometimes I make things and I don't post them, or like don't make videos for them, and I want you to be able to see all the crazy things that I make. Yeah, because sometimes you make things and you just want to make things and not, you know, bring your friends along. You know, you'll have time to craft but you don't want to film. Yeah, I have days like that. But I have to remember I gotta bring my friends along because they want to see. They want to see what I'm making. We're going to call him Ricky the Moose. Ricky the Moose. So I'm going to take my pen as soon as I lay him down. And my pen is right here. Write his name and his tail so we don't forget his name. Because I have a tendency of naming them and then forgetting who they are. And there we have that. I gotta clean off my Fabri-Tac because the last project I did, I have the stuff all over my thing. There's that, like that. And then where are we gonna put this one? I think it'll look good right there. Right inside of there, like that. So let me glue that down. Do we want it right at the edge so the tab sticks out? I think so. And we can make it a tuck spot too. There we go. Let's make it a tuck spot so that we have a tuck spot there and we have a pocket. Alrighty. Put that there. Now we gotta make these things here. These are the large whale tails, not the small ones. I have the punch for them. I like the large whale tails. Oh, I gotta crease them because they're not creased. There we go. There we go. I'm using gathered twigs for my ink. I might need more. Why don't we open it up like so, so that we can get the whole thing like this. There we go. I don't know what I want to put on them for the tabs itself, so I'm just going to do some washi, maybe stamp the word stamp that I have on them, and some other smudges. There's that. I need my black and this. Oh, sorry about the noise. There's that. This is the archival ink. I use that for stamping. Sometimes I use my oxides, but not normally. This stamp is from the Tiny Toadstools, and this one's from the Tiny Toadstools. And this one's Pebbles Beach and that one's jet black. And then we're going to put some of this brown washi on because that's throughout the journal. I don't remember where I got this brown checkered washi. It's from my planner days. Yep, something was stamped on that and I just cut it out. Well, punched it out with my punch. Because I thought it would be nice for a tab. Then I'm going to take both of these like this together. And it's right here in front of me. I'm going to punch them together so that the holes are at the same spot. So when I glue them onto here, like so, when I put the brads in, they're in the same spot. So when I tie the thread on. Yep. And then you just line it up. Like that. And then when you flip it over, you might have to hold it like, I'm gonna have to hold it like this so that I can, hold on. I just have to hold it away from me just for a second so that I can match up where it has to go, that's all. So that I can, and then I'll show you. I'm just using my art glitter glue to glue it down. And then once I get that side down, I can flip it over and put this side down. And then I'm just going to let that one dry quick, and I'm going to put my pen in my glue. And put my eyelet in, set my eyelet here. Okay, that eyelet's been set. We can flip her over to this side. Set this eyelet. There we go. And then I'm going to use my brown baker's twine. I don't know how much I need, but I say about that much. Then I'm going to cut it in half and then put it in half here, put it through the eyelet here, like this, and then flip it over and put it through the eyelet like this. And we tie a bow. And like I said, it closes one side but doesn't close the other. This side is open, you know, so you can flip through it and do what you got to do with it. But the other side is closed. But you could always take a piece of this if you didn't like that part. Double this up if you wanted. I don't think I cut enough off, honestly. But we can do it like this. And put a tie here also, so that it ties that off too, so both sides of the journal is tied. And let's make this bow just a little bit smaller, because that's a little too big for my, but you never know, the journal may grow. So that is my first project with Scrapbooking with me, completely finished. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, please make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll catch you with the next project. Bye.